What is going on, IK fam? BN, I'm back again today for another video, and I want to show off the Mysterium, right? Because this is something that I know we haven't touched on yet. We have briefly mentioned it in previous videos, but I would like to give you guys just a full walkthrough on Mysterium. I'm going to do a run here, and again, I'm going to try and get a lot of like the good tips and best practices out of the way in the beginning, so those of you who are coming can kind of get that in the earlier portion of the video, and then if people just want to kind of watch me play it through. So, Mysterium is a 3-floor dungeon adventure that you can do in Infinity Kingdom. You can win resources, you can get buffs from defeating other, I guess I'll just say other marches that are here from the PvE. And then, again, you can do things like you get healing amount, 30% all your surviving, which is nice. You can do things like rotate your immortals if necessary. And you can swap out if you have like 8 immortals overall, right, that are all kind of leveled. Now, whether you have those already because you're already building 2 marches, or if you get those from the mirrors, right, which just lets you grab free immortals that are on your average level for your troop, or for your primary troop, I should say. And so those are some things that you can get. There is a mysterious merchant. Let me see where this guy's at, mysterious shop, right, and you can get some epic gear, and you can also get epic immortals from this as well, but they do cost green gems, so that is something to note. You can do Spring of Life, right, which it heals the immortal with the lowest HP, or resurrects in case you lose someone, right? So there's opportunities there. Now, your pool of immortals is essentially who you can use, right? So all the immortals that you have unlocked, these are ones that you can use in Mysterium, right, regardless if they're in a different march or not. Lost Souls is essentially, again, these are just the ones that have died. And then I'll show you the... Actually, I keep forgetting if Lost Souls is the ones that have died, or if those are the buffs that you get from the Immortals. Anyways, we'll take a look here in a moment. The Heart of Norheim, right, you can use 1 heart to restore full HP and energy of all your Immortals. Now, I've only seen this item come up in one of the last events, and I want to say it was the spring event or the no, it wasn't Valentine's Day because that hasn't happened yet. But it was in one of the previous events that I saw this item that you could get. So, but let's go ahead. We're going to do our run and let's see how it goes. So, some good tips here, I'll say, and I'm just going to kind of, just go. Oh, actually, I should have went forward. Oopsies. Yeah, I should have went forward, but that's okay. So, my recommendation here, right, is now when you're just starting out, you may not, especially for your first two to three runs, right, you may not be able to do a full floor completion, and this is really for like more of the free-to-play low spenders. And the main reason why is like, for example, if you want to try and attack all of the enemy marches, right, now it is good, in my opinion, to attack all of the enemy marches, as many as you can, because for each one that you attack, right, you're going to get gold. You can also see here from me doing this, it's very important to utilize your skills, but timing it out, because how it works is that wherever my immortal skill energy is at, carries over to the next fight. So in this situation, the reason I like water is because every match I will always try and use my freeze spell, in addition to me using my heal spell, right? So I can get max value off of keeping my immortals as high on HP as they can for the next consecutive fight, right? So it's always important to do that. And again, I know obviously Water Dragon is one of the few dragons that, or excuse me, I want to say the only one actually that does specific healing. So it is good. I think water has a little bit of an advantage when going into Mysterium, and there are some benefits there. Now, for Elite, right, I want to look at what options am I going to go with, right? So, typically, I always like to try and go with the highest buff that I can do overall, and I always want to try and do it for either a front or a back row or all. And there are some asterisks here, but for this, it says for every Elite Immortal owned, I have a lot of Elite Immortals, so I'm going to go with this. And then we will just immediately go. So, at this juncture, right, I'm actually going to try just keeping my group that I have here, and I'm actually going to try and play with them all the way through. Right now I have about a 40k march for the one I'm running with, right, which is a little bit over, and we're just going to try and be smart with our timings. So again, right, some of those big tips is, right, if you need to, it's okay to go to one of the shops where you can pull the additional immortals, right? There is nothing wrong with that. Now, in this situation, I'm actually going to use my Merlin. my Merlin skill. And there's a few reasons why. One, because I'm going up against a Montezuma comp, and arguably, maybe I actually didn't need to because I wasn't able to use the heal. I actually thought that was going to last a little bit longer just because Montezuma is such a strong healer as an immortal, right? He's like the second strongest in the game, arguably. And so, but again, because it didn't last that long, right, we weren't able to get our heal proc off. So always important. This one here we're going to go with, which is the deployed Immortals energy regen is 10% because it affects everyone. The increased energy regen for front row is great, but again, it's only for 2 Immortals, right? We want everyone. So we'll do this, and then we're going to go here, we'll grab this one, we're going to fight again directly after, and then when we get to one of the mirrors, the immortal mirrors that I was just talking about, I'll show you guys how that works. So again, as you were noticing, and I'll show it more specifically because I know I didn't touch on it right after we ended up defeating that last enemy comp, then, right, you get some rewards in addition, right, you get the gold. And, you know, I know as we always talk about, right, getting that is really important. So this round, right, we're really going to try and wait until we might only use a couple skills here. I really want to be able to pop that dragon heal that I know is really important. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And this is why it's good, right? You want to keep your auto off. I think that's really important. So you can make sure that you're manually controlling to have a lot better engagements throughout your Hall of Immortals, or excuse me, your Mysterium run. So another victor here. So we'll look at what we get now, right? You get 2,600 gold, which is great. And obviously that gold increases as you get down. So Mysterium is one of the best ways to get gold for your account because there's just so many finite and limited ways that you are going to get gold, right? So it's always important to try and do as much as you can. So now we're going to go with, let's see here, deployed Immortals accuracy 5%. After the magic battle starts, increases magic attack of back row Immortals by 10% for 12 seconds. Interesting. I really like the accuracy rate that is going up, but you know what, we're going to take Hunt here on this one. We'll just go ahead and take another chest. And then we are now going to attack the purple. Awesome, so we'll go right into it. And yeah, so I think we covered a good amount so far, right? So we've gone over some tips. We've gone over some tips as far as like how to play out the how you're going to map out. Ooh, that's the other thing we'll talk about, like just mapping out your runs if you really want to get a little more detailed with it. I think for myself, I'm a little more simpler in just my overall approach for how to do just the runs in general. I think that there are... Oh, nice. We're going to hit this nice stun for Bryn. Awesome, cool. So we'll probably use Merlin on the next run. So usually, like for your stronger Immortals, like in this case with my Merlin, right, because he just does a lot more damage to everyone on the field, sometimes I'd like to wait until I attack an elite comp or an elite enemy comp, which is the purple ones, just because then I still have the opportunity, right, to still hit my dragon heal, my water dragon heal for the skill. So now you can see when you do the purples, right, it gets some epic options. So we're going to do this one, which is deal damage dealt to enemies under control effect, right? That's 5%. So we'll do that. We're going to grab one of these, and then I'm going to show you kind of like planning out your routes. And so even though we have a lot that's already been taken, and you know what, this might actually be better for me to show you once we get, but I'm actually going to do this. So I'll talk about it a little bit here as far as planning out your routes, right? As I said before, for me, what I always do now is I just plan out my routes based on attacking the strongest opponents. It's really that simple. I think once you get to a certain power level, you can pretty efficiently do that every Mysterium run. And it's just going to allow for you to get the best value that you can out of... the best value that you can, right, out of every run that you do. And that's for the most amount of gold you're going to get, the best buffs that you can get, which are also going to help you last longer throughout Mysterium. So it really is kind of like a trifecta, so to speak, that you're going to end up seeing, right, just throughout. So on this one, I have no problem burning more skills just because it is a stronger march. Ooh, I didn't introduce that last Helen one. But, so in that case, right, you saw I was able to, I think, proc Merlin twice. So again... a lot of it comes down to how strong the enemy march is, right, and then how many skills you're going to be able to use. Eventually, we'll get to a point where we're just going to be using them all the time, and we'll probably just put it on auto, essentially, after we hit our heal. So let's see here. We'll do deployed immortals healing, normal attack damage, effective being healed, deployed immortals. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with sturdy physique. You know what? We're gonna do the base 10% damage. That's what we're gonna do. So again, we don't have any immortals that really are too weak. So again, we're just gonna take the free chest rewards, which I'm always happy to get some training speed ups. Cool. We're gonna do the Bryn hit, and we're gonna challenge again. So yeah, I'm imagining this is probably gonna be about a 20-minute video based on where I'm at right now, just to do all the runs. So, but I really wanted to get a Mysterium video out because I know it's one of the things we just haven't had a chance to really cover yet. So on this, we'll probably do all hits here, I think is what we're going to do. I'm going to do my freeze here. We'll probably proc the Merlin skill. Because I think we're okay. I think we should last long enough. Yes, awesome. I should be able to hit this heal the moment that this... Nice, cool. Yeah, so, and the other thing to consider, like with the heal, right, is sometimes it is good to time the heal out so you get the second continuous regen from it, which happens at that first 6-second mark after. So just something to consider, right, if you're still running the water comp. Okay. And only if the load time was a little faster. So let's see what we're going to do. We're going to do this one, all deployed immortal skill damage plus 3%. That sounds lovely. And let's see where our immortals are at. So let me check if that Lost Souls is for the buffs or not. So it is, right? Okay, so there we go. So that's what it was. Lost Souls does show us all the buffs we have, which is awesome. So now let's look at what our health is at. You know what? We're going to take the 30% heal here. Awesome. And then we're going to go hit the 40k. Sweet. So this is going to be the first boss, and again, I'll show you guys kind of what you get, right? So it's really good, I think, in Mysterium because you get a lot of great rewards, not especially when you're killing the bosses off. And in this, we're just going to like go for everything right away, right? Actually, I just need to put this on auto. Yeah, so we're just going to put this on auto, and we'll let them. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me not put that on auto because I still want to get the heal off. So, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get the heal off. Maybe. Oh, nice, cool. I got the initial heal off, which is the most important part. So that's okay. I didn't actually think I was going to like crush that as much as I was, just given that it's Earth. But look, we got 7,100 gold from the level 1 boss, or the floor 1 boss. And then we're going to get some additional rewards here as well, right, which is nice. And these usually come in the form of like some immortal shards, right? It looks like I got some Ashoka. I got some more gold, some food, and then I got some fortification timing. So now we're going to go with, let's see, for each victory immortals damage 2%. Oh yeah, we're going to take that up to 20%. That looks great. Awesome. Let's go to floor 2. Sweet. And then we're going to do a run here. It doesn't really matter who we attack, so we're just going to attack whoever, and we'll go right into it. Intervals. Okay. Yeah, so based on how fast we just took the percentage down, I think I'm going to save Merlin's skill. And as we said, right, that's because we're not only we're trying to gauge how much damage we're doing by going off the HP bar and looking at how the match is progressing, but we also want to make sure we're always hitting our heal, because that is by far the most. We're going to hit a Bryn stun. That looks like that's doing some good damage. We're going to save the rest of the skills, and we're still ending up at about 89-90%, so that's really good. We'll quit. Got 3,900 gold for that, right? A little bit more as you work down the consecutive floors. You'll get more gold, better rewards. And let's see, front after the battle. Okay, we're going to do front because that gets us more people involved in that. I'll just show you guys this. Right, I'll just grab one of these immortals, which we're probably just going to grab Theodora, right? Because Theodora has the heal all allies. So it'll just be nice to get another healer in there. And let's see how we're doing on our... I think we only took a little bit of damage, but you know what? Because we cannot hate on being full health, we're going to do that. I'm still a big fan of always getting health, mainly just because I feel like these chests here could actually give you a little bit better rewards. Like, I'd love to get other speed ups, like maybe research or building speed up timings. So we're going to go in and attack the purple, right? Because as we said, we always want to try and attack the strongest march, right? Especially once you are able to. Now again, when you're doing your first runs, you may not be able to do that. You might have to go to the Immortal Mirror and grab a second team from that, right? While you are building up. So that is something to consider as well. And I think I'm going to hit the freeze now. And then I'll probably put this on auto. We'll see. I know I got to hit these two real quick. And let's see, because they are getting regen. So I am going to put this on auto, actually. And we'll just let this auto fight out, because this is going to be a stronger matchup. And then we're going to take it off auto when we think we're good. So I think we're good here. So we'll do that just in case, because sometimes you just don't want to waste unnecessary active skills. But we got 5,700 gold from that. That is awesome to see. Yeah, I'm really going to try and speed run through this, but I want to say it's probably, man, who knows? Maybe it'll take me 30 minutes. So here we go. Your immortal recover 10 energy when they receive damage. Wow, that's really good. 30% chance of removing, yeah. So this is a percent chance. I want the absolute. So we're going to take that. That's a great skill, actually. And let's see if we can get anyone here. So we can get Yoshi, a few more people. We're just going to pass on that just because I just wanted to show off grabbing one, right? But just showing how you can build an additional comp, right? So if you really wanted to, you could go to your immortal mirrors and you could just scout out ahead of time the immortal mirrors that are on each floor. And so if you want to build like a water comp or a fire comp, right, you can see which immortals are in which mirror. So I really like that because, again, it does let you kind of pick and choose and build the comps that you want, which is nice. Especially if you kind of want to pre-plan out for that ahead of time. So I'm debating here if we're going to use Merlin or not. I'm just not sure. I think we probably will. I'll probably use him now, and then I'm going to do the heal. There we go. Yeah, because that's going to get us down, and then I'll probably use a Merlin hit right after this regen goes. There we go. Awesome. So that worked out well. I'm going to use Brandis because I just don't want to deal with Monty's skill regen again. So there we go. That worked out good. 3,900 gold. Happy to see. Yeah, no, I think our pace is actually really good right now for where we are at. But Mysterium, man, that's the thing. You gotta wait. So let's see. After the battle starts, reduces damage received by back row mortals by 5%. After the battle starts, increases the physical attack. I'm gonna go with taking less damage. That sounds actually a lot better. Oh, you know what? Just because I don't want to go to the Mysterium shop guide, just in case, I do want to attack. Oh, it's still gonna give me both options anyways. Cool. So this is cool. Like, this shows you, like, some of the immortals. Like, this is Flavius, right? This is a guy that you have to wait to come up in bundles. So sometimes when you're going through Mysterium, you might actually see immortals that haven't been released yet. Or even just ones that you just don't have access to. So it's really cool because it just gives you an opportunity to kind of see how they work. I might actually all this. We'll see. They're at 56%. We're doing really good right now, I think. So, but again, we still want to hit this heal. So I think I'm going to hold off here for a sec. I'm going to let the heal do its work. Yeah, because I think we're okay here. Nice. So we're still ending up at about 80%, so it's not the end of the world. Awesome. 5,700 gold for that. Oh, you know what? I should have been tallying up how much gold. Oh, sorry, how much gold I'm getting. So I could show you guys, like, you know, this is the overall amount that we could get. I guess I could always go back and watch. Immortal Star, oh my god, this is great. Fearsome name. Immortal Star with 100 plus 100% energy. Oh, gosh. Talk about an amazing. So let's see what our health is at right now. 70. You know what? Let's scout real quick and to see if there's going to be another one coming up, right? So do we skip and go? You know what? Let's just try. Let's do it. Let's do it right now, right? I know it's going to be iffy. But like I said, I wanted to try and do as much damage as I can. So I think with some good timings, we might be okay. We'll see. We'll see if this ends up biting us in the butt. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to go. Let's do all. Bam. I'm just going to hit everything right out the gate. We'll be the first to freeze. Oh, I think we're actually doing okay. I should be okay to take this off. Let's take this off. And now I just have to hope that the heal is going to come up, which it should. Nice. Okay, I'll take it. Cool. So that should give me an initial boost. And then I think I'm just going to use a Bryn skill. Cool. And nice. So we're back up to 80. So we were at 77, bumped up to 81 after the W. So I really like that, right? Those are the kind of numbers that we're looking for as we progress. let's let this go. And let's see what we want to take here. Deployed Immortal's attack speed 10%. I actually like this because this is going to generate more energy faster. So we're going to go for this guy. Again, we're going to do the back-to-back epic, 38. We're still at 40. So yeah, no, I think we're still doing pretty good. Really, really good stuff here. So we're gonna do the auto hits again one more time because again we're starting to face stronger opponents. So I think we're okay to do that. I'm gonna take this off real quick because even though I do want to hit this Bryn skill, I also want to make sure that I'm gonna hit this heal. So right, because if I don't, oh, it's gonna be close. Nice, cool. So we did get the initial, and we bumped right back up to 74. Right, we were a little bit lower. All right, so we did take a little bit more damage there. Right, we were at 81, bumped, and we went down -7. But again, right, still kind of in that good 70%, I think, range is what I'd like to be, like somewhere between 60 and 80. So the good thing now, let's see, after the battle starts, all your troops recover HP when they land normal attacks. Ooh, I like that. We're going to take that one. That's a great skill. And so like I said, right, we're really going to try and maximize as much as we can get out of this run. Oh, look at that. We did get some other research stuff. Okay, so now we're going to pick and choose here. So we want to avoid... I'm not going to do the water. I don't think I'm going to do the earth. So I think we're going to do the lightning. So we're going to go up against lightning here on this one. That's mainly because earth is our element disadvantage for water. And then we don't really want to go up against water, especially going up against the Merlin, right, for the all damage. So we want to try and pick and choose some of the matchups that we're going to do, right, when we can. So I'm just going to do an all boost here. I think I took that off. So yeah, there we go. Let's do the freeze. Awesome. I froze one person. I'll gladly take it. And, oh wow, doing a lot more damage here. So let's hit this heal and see if maybe I can get the initial plus the 6% if that pops up as well, which it might. Oh cool, it just did. Nice. So we did get one heal. So now we're at 60%. All right, getting a little bit lower here. So let's see if maybe we can find a heal, one of the 30% runes, which I think should be coming up for us soon. So after the battle starts, there's a 30% chance of removing a debuff from your troops every 3 seconds for 18 seconds. Wow, okay, you know what? Let's do this. I'm not sure on the debuff stuff yet, but we're going to do that. We're going to take the healing amulet as well. Awesome. And now let's see. So we got Charles 45 that we're going to face here. Ooh. Okay, let's see how we do. Let us see how we do here. I'm curious. I am curious. So we're just going to do auto for this as well. Right, we just want everything to hit. We want to hit ours first. I'll probably keep this on auto too because I think we should be okay as well. I'm pretty sure the heal is going to generate for us shortly. And we should still be okay. Nice. So we're going to get the heal, plus we're going to get 4 extra skills. This probably will be the final blow here as we do all of these. Gosh, man, Leonidas, that guy is just so strong. We're going to save here. And I'm just going to use one skill. Probably didn't even need to use that, right? But again, we still saved the most. Otherwise, all of those skills would have procced, and we would have lost that for the next attack. So let's see how much we get for the level 4 2 boss. Right, this would be the next check for us, depending on what we get. Wow, look, so we got 3 Caesar, we got 21k gold, awesome. So when your HP is over 50%, damage dealt by your immortals is 5%. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Let me see here. After the battle starts, all your troops gain an HP steal effect that recovers HP equal to 3% of the damage dealt. Ooh. You know what? I think I'm going to take this. I think I like the lifesteal option a little bit better. Now, this is where you can choose, right? You get the floor 2. You can choose to go and do normal, right, which is the normal portal, or we can do the hard mode portal, right? So you always want to do the hard mode portal when you can. Right, now for your first couple runs, you might just do normal, but after you feel like you're strong enough, right, go ahead and take a chance doing hard. All right, and as always, right, this is one of the benefits too, because if you always attack the enemy comps that are in your Mysterium, then you also get the better buffs, right? Especially when you attack. So it's a better investment, right? You always wanna. That's why if you always attack high, you always get better buffs, and it's always going to help you on deeper floors. So I think we're okay. I don't know when this heal is going to come up. We'll see. Here we go. Oh, it's actually pretty good. So I think I'm going to let Merlin hit another proc based on the levels of all the immortals. That should help out a lot. And now we're going to take it off because I think we're good. We don't want Bryn's skill to activate just in case. Nice. So now let's see the average gold we're getting. So now we're getting 10,400 gold, right? And this is for hard mode. You probably would get something around 7k, I think. 7, 8k, maybe something around there if you did the normal floor 3. So, right, also something to factor in. You're getting a lot more gold when you do the hard mode, which is awesome. So now let's see. After battle starts, increases accuracy. I'm going to take this just because it's a higher level skill, and I think it's going to pay off a little bit more. So we're going to stay with the same trend, right? We're just going to try and get max value out of everything we can, right? Here we go. We're going to challenge Gaius. Go right into it. Ugh, it's got that Montezuma and that Flavius. Ooh, that should be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, cool. Let's see how this goes. So again, we're going to auto it, right? I think it's still okay at this point, right, for us just to go immediate auto, right when we go in. I think we have some really good skills right now that we have added on, so we should still be performing well. Dragon's going to proc here shortly. That should give us a nice boost, maybe almost 80. Okay, 78 isn't bad. Oh, I don't know if I want to hit that other skill. But it'll help. That's okay. It still worked out. Awesome, we got the W, right, 10-4. I'm always happy to get that gold. I mean, we've probably accumulated over 100k, maybe 150k gold so far, I would estimate. Or estimate, I should say. So let's go single. Ooh, after the Venogrand's control, after the most physical. I'm going to do this one because this actually looks a little bit better than that other skill. I'm going to go here as well. We're going to take the 30% buff because I'm always a fan of doing those. And then we're going to go right into it again. Yeah, and I'm starting to think this run might actually be harder, and it might have actually been better for me to grab a couple additional immortals. We might actually try that to do that, just depending on how the rest of these runs are going, because I'm worried it is going to be a little bit stronger. And so you can see here, like with Holy, right? Like you got Caesar, you got Gilgamesh, you got Joan, and the Dragon, right? Like those are the 4 kind of maxed holies that are out right now. But the awesome thing is we're doing really good right now with HP. I actually wasn't expecting to do this well overall. I'm going to save my Merlin actually here. Shocker. Okay. God, it was that Gilgamesh skill. God, dude, that thing is so strong. Wow. But we got 15k for that gold run, so that's awesome. Yeah, wow, we're going to be at about 30 minutes, man, to do all 3 floors. And, I mean, we've been pacing well, so it does take a little bit of time, even if you're just kind of going back to back and you kind of already know where you're going to go. So let's see, I don't have Shadow, so I can't do anything there, so we'll take one of the singles. 12 seconds after the battle starts, the troop with the lowest HP recovers 10% of its max. That's really good. I think I'm going to do this one, which is nice. And just in case, I'm actually going to... Ooh, this is nice, dude. I can repick Merlin for back row. Oh, God, but this guy, man, is so good, though, if I do this, though. Or, sorry, for Alexander. What is your skill again? Passive, normal attack, 50%. Yeah, you're okay, but your shield, I think... You know what? Hang on. Who's the other one that we took? Who's the other person we have? Zenobia's backline. So... I might want to split this up. I think I'm going to take Hippa here. Just so I have 2. Just so I have a front and a back, right? Just in case. I'm going to abandon this just because I never get those. So, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this one and... Okay, cool. Now we're just going to go right into this. This is just going to give me a little more of a safety net, right? Just in case one of my fronts or my backs have to be replaced, I at least have 2, and I really only skipped 1 purple. So, again, we're going to auto. We'll proc everything. Yeah, so we'll see. Again, well, if this is still as easy, if we're still able to run it, then that's going to give us an idea going forward on if we really needed to pick up the 2 extra immortals or not. So usually I pick up more, but in this case, I know we're definitely not picking up that much more. So, alright, cool. This is pretty good. So I think I should be okay just to let the skills generate. Awesome. So we got 2 that are pretty much already there. And we got 15k gold for that as well. That looks really good. Let's see. When the HP is over 50%, damage dealt. I think we might have just taken this, but you know what? Let's stack it. Might as well, might as well. Alright, cool. So we're going to go take this. We only got 2 more left. We're almost done with the run, which is nice. So we are doing it big time. So I get to pick who I want to fight here. I'm probably still going to go for that. Yeah, we're still going to face, yeah, we're going to face lightning. I would rather face lightning. So we're going to get lightning. We should get 1 more healing rune after this, and then we're going to fight the level 3 boss, and then we're done. So again, we're going to go auto. We got 2 left. And then we're going to hit this. I've always wondered if this is just like the fast, like the skip battle thing here. I don't know. I always like to do mine. I don't know if anyone actually skips theirs or not. So we're going to hit more skills. We got the heal coming out. This is nice. Merlin's going to proc. Bryn's going to proc. I think I'm going to go off here and save these 2 skills now. Nice. So this is actually a really good timing I think we did, because now we were able to generate 3 skills, plus Merlin's already at half. And the health is really good too, right? So I think that last buff was really good that we added on. And I can't remember if we have 2 of those or not. Sweet. So say after the battle, nice. I love this one. This is a great one. The shield, where 6 seconds after the battle starts, all your troops gain a shield equal to 3% of their max HP for 6 seconds. That's really good. Of course, we're always going to take the healing amulet here. I think it's always important to make sure you're as recovered as you can. And now we're going to fight this 52k march. So let's see here. This should be interesting. Cool, cool, cool. Let us see. Let us see. We're going to auto. We're going to times 2. We did that just in time. Merlin's going to proc. Let's see how this goes. It's like a 12k higher powered march. So should be interesting. I'm still hoping we're going to perform well, which it looks like we are. We're going to get the heal to come out, which I don't know if I even needed to really proc the heal. To be honest, I probably could have waited a little bit longer, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. I still feel like we're doing really well. Okay, actually a little better than I thought. Yeah. Usually when I'm fighting bosses, sometimes it comes down to like the last 20 or 30 seconds. So really cool that it looks like we're doing better. Awesome. So it looks like that was a good play. So let's see. We got 28, almost 29,000 gold from that. Let's see what we get for the level 3 boss defeat. Right. This will be a good one. Awesome. So cool, dude. Looks like we got some more King Arthur. 57k gold. Nice, man. Challenge complete. That's it. I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed this full walkthrough of a full Mysterium run. As always, you guys can check out our resources down below in the description box. You guys can sub to the channel, hit that bell so you guys turn your notifications on as always. And if you want to join our Server 8 Discord, and also to get updates on when we have new videos coming out, you want to join us in daily voice calls, right? We are always available. We're always willing to help. And until next time, we'll see you later.